A little shorter than Dr. Ford. Good morning, everyone. Ooh, I love that call and response. That's my face. And this is my talk. I'm gonna level with you all. When I got the call from Bridget to do this, I honestly considered turning it down. I was a visual artist for a reason, and so I wouldn't have to talk in front of people ever in my life. But I really got to thinking about what I wish somebody would have told me when I was in high school, and I decided to write a sort of a letter to my younger self, and here it is, and I hope it resonates with you. Dear younger me, don't freak out, but I'm you from the future. I'm 24, I live in New York City, Brooklyn to be exact, and I work with some of the world's top documentary filmmakers through my job at Field of Vision. You're probably thinking, what do you mean documentary filmmaking? If that's what you're up to, then why am I spending hundreds of dollars on art supplies and spending hours and hours in the basement with the fan on so I don't inhale oil paint fumes and die? Great question, younger me. I'll try and explain. Let's start with high school. You're sitting in your afternoon sculpture class trying to figure out what you're gonna make next. Your classmates seem to know exactly what they're gonna do, and they're already diving in, and they're laughing, and you can hear the saws whirring, and it's just, your sketchbook is blank and taunting you. Suddenly, your chest starts to feel tight, and it feels like there's a hand around your throat squeezing. You'll want to leave, but you can't, so you'll just sit there. I'm here to tell you that you experience this feeling more times than you can count, in more places than you can imagine. At job interviews, Subway, while you're at self-checkout in Target, even in the middle of a date that is otherwise going really, really well. I'm also here to tell you that you are going to be fine. No, you won't make the next contemporary masterpiece this time around. And let's be real, neither will any of your classmates. Yes, you should definitely break up with that guy you're dating, and most importantly, yes, you will get into a college, a good one, and no, it won't be for art, and that's okay. Let's fast forward to college. You'll put all your eggs in one basket, which like literally everyone tells you not to do, and it'll pay off. You'll cherish that early decision letter like it's your one-way ticket to rules-free, parent-free heaven. On a sticky day in August, you'll be sitting in your dorm room alone after your family leaves. In the frenzy of move-in and orientation and meeting new attractive person after new attractive person, this will be the first moment you'll have to yourself. And when you finally do have it, that chest tightness from sculpture class will set in. You'll push it down, smile, and leave your dorm room in search of new friends and new experiences. After all, you're in college. These are supposed to be the happiest years of your life. And I'm here to tell you that yes, they will be happy, and yes, you'll make memories that will play in your brain for years to come, the good, the bad, and the downright embarrassing. You'll learn that starting an essay the day before it is assigned is actually not a completely crazy idea. You'll wish you actually dated more, and you'll wish you dated less. And no, you won't find your way back to your art this time, but you will find something just as valuable, a love for writing. And no, you shouldn't have had that Brazilian liquor last night, and yes, everyone was looking at you funny at breakfast this morning. But you'll be fine. Graduation will be a formal affair at which you'll have surprisingly few memories. In a month or so, you'll start at your big magazine internship in New York City, a place you wanted to live since you were 6. You'll start freelancing on the side to build a portfolio. Your first professional piece, which you will work tirelessly on, will be an interview with an actor in the biggest show on Broadway that may or may not rhyme with Spamilton. Once it goes live, you'll be so excited to click on your article and see your big-time byline. But what you'll find is that Spamilton article is riddled with mistakes that neither you nor your editor caught. And you'll want to hide for days, and you'll convince yourself that you're not cut out for your passion, and you'll refuse to write anything new and instead go over your mistakes over and over again. Eventually, though, you emerge from this deep, deep hole of shame and put fingers to keyboard once again. And it all turns out fine. You'll find editors that you vibe with, you'll get better at spotting your own mistakes, and soon you'll have enough clips to start applying for real jobs. Let's skip ahead to the first job interview. You are sitting in the waiting area sweating like crazy, and that particular Broadway soundtrack is the only thing that actually calms you down. Miraculously, you'll land that dream job at the Oprah magazine. Yes, that Oprah. And you won't believe it. The first few months will really feel like a dream and you can't believe that they chose you. Slowly though, you'll realize that this dream job is actually someone else's dream job. You'll struggle and fail. You'll realize you've actually really never failed before because that statistics class you took senior year didn't actually count. It's a painful realization though, to recognize that a path you so desperately wanted to be on was not meant for you. Bills will start piling up, your weight will fluctuate, and you'll stop leaving the house. You'll spend much of that time convinced that you won't have another opportunity and your life will feel like it just stops. Once you've had enough of those four walls of your studio apartment though, you'll start walking everywhere and discover parts of New York you've never seen before. Parks, monuments, even a cafe that sells Indian food in taco form for some reason. Seeing different parts of the city will remind you that there are still parts of yourself you haven't discovered and heights you still haven't reached and that your journey is far from over. You'll start a new job with incredibly creative, albeit a little crazy people who just want to tell the best kind of stories, the ones that are true. You'll start to really learn so much more about workplace politics and people and everything else. You'll start to really understand what your mom meant when she said that you shouldn't, quote, take everything so personally and internalize everything. But you still won't have life figured out, not by a long shot. You still won't know how health insurance really works or how to keep your chest from tightening every now and again. And you'll still wonder if you'll ever pick up a pencil or a pen or a sketchbook ever again. I'm here to tell you that you will. No, that first drawing won't be any good, and no, you won't want to share it with anyone on Instagram or otherwise. But it'll be fine, and so will you.